Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so good everybody is here this morning. Whew. I have to watch to see when we're live, and that means we're live online, but we're also live here, and everybody's having so much fun visiting, and we are alive. So, good morning. I am Ann Kinnett. Welcome to our Sunday service. Here at CSL Bakersfield, we embrace wisdom teachings from all of human history. Welcome home. Okay. Our vision, we are a spirit-centered, vision-led, consciousness-driven, inclusive spiritual community here to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. Our mission is to create a sacred place for spiritual practice and to foster our beloved community. So this service is made possible because of all of our volunteers here. And before we thank them all, I want to invite anybody and everybody that isn't a volunteer yet to see Ken Fales after service and say what you would like to do. I walked in this morning for meditation, and I know in our little announcement we had no ushers today, but I see Dean back there now. So I came in with no ushers. We needed more ushers. And that's the best part of this service, is welcoming everybody. So I invite you to see Ken. Who's he looking for? Okay, so let's thank all of our volunteers that are usually always here volunteering. And one of our favorite volunteers is Marnie Rader, and she's coming forward to do our announcements now.
Hi. Oh, what would we do without Ann, right?
Volunteer.
We volunteer. Good morning, everybody. It's so great to see you. Welcome everybody online. I see some new faces, new-ish faces. It's so exciting. We're so glad to have your energy here and your love. It's really important. Thank you. So we request at this time that everyone silence their cell phones, please. This Thursday at 6 p.m., join the Science of Mind study group on Zoom. Contact Ken Fales for the link. We also have group meditation here at the center every Friday at 5:30. We do that in the fellowship hall. That's awesome. We also have it Saturdays at 1:30 here in the sanctuary, and Sundays at 9 a.m. if you can get here a little bit earlier. It's really nice. I did it this morning. It's awesome. You can also join our Facebook group meditation group to be in the show and the know. I don't know why I called it a show. You're the one who puts on the show. But maybe that's in your future too. If you want to get a head start on reading the next book club selection, we will be reading I Am a Part of Infinity by Kieran Fox. I've never heard of that, but it sounds good. On Saturday, January 17th, Jamie Russell and Nico Grayson are offering a workshop on letting go. Who doesn't need that? Which will be followed by a workshop on January 31st on inviting and allowing the new. How perfect for the new year. So mark your calendar for those important and free workshops. The new January-February issue of Science of Mind magazine is here. It's for sale in our bookstore. Sharon Anion would love to sell you one. Isn't that right, Sharon? We take cash, check, credit card, as well as several digital payment options. Our next board meeting is Tuesday, January 20th at 5:45 p.m. It used to be on Wednesdays, but now it's on Tuesdays. And it's here at the center, and you're all welcome. If you want to know what's going on or have an important question, please join us. Tuesday, January 20th, 5:45 p.m. January is full of events to inform your spiritual practice and enhance your lives. That's what we do here. So check out our website for details on all of these events and all the other things going on in the new year. And that website is Center for Spiritual Living, Bakersfield.com. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Marnie. Marnie mentioned that we have some new faces here today, and we do. We'd like to welcome our visitors, not to call you out, but we have a little gift for you, a packet of information. Valerie is here for the first time today. Welcome, Valerie. Anybody else first-time visitor here today that we can welcome? Okay, welcome, Valerie, and welcome back, Suzanne. We're glad you're here today, too. Welcome. So, back to me. Dan Sharman is our congregational music today, and he has a song for us. So, are we going to stand? We're going to stand and sing. Oh, Ken, are you going to come help us? I'll let you go there.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Thank you, Dan. That was very, very nice. And before we go on with the rest of the show, Rebecca Alley, welcome back. Let us know you're here. It's been a while. We're so happy to see you again. So happy to see you again. So that beautiful music will lead us right into Liz Martinez, our practitioner of the day, coming forward with our reading and opening prayer. If you need a practitioner today or want a practitioner today, you're just blessed in your life and you're happy, Liz will be here after service. Nico Grayson is here. I am here. Ken is here for prayer. So come up and get a prayer if you feel like that's a place for you today. So help me welcome Liz Martinez.
Good morning. So nice. Man, it's a full house today. Look at this. What did we do good? Thank you. The reading this morning is from the Science of Mind magazine. It's called Balance and Harmony. I've learned that no matter what happens or how bad it seems today, life does go on, and it will be better tomorrow. That was from Maya Angelou. And this is from Ernest Holmes. I must set myself right with the universe. I must find the way back to the central fire if I am to be warmed. I must find the source if I am to be supplied. That's from the Science of Mind magazine. All of us are seeking a life that will fill us with joy. That life begins with living from the perfection that resides within us, and not from some outer distractions. So many people search for happiness outside of themselves. They are looking for something they never lost. Harmony, balance, peace exist wherever you are. But to find them, we need to acknowledge them. It's like the sign in Las Vegas casino that reads, "You must be present to win." Dr. Ernest Holmes declared that Jesus was able to bring the calm of others to the surface. No matter what the situation, he was never flustered. Holmes said that was deep calling unto deep, God calling unto God, and it is God answering God. We find joy when we know who we are. We are co-creators and divine beings having a human experience. And my favorite guy, Jack Cornfield, says, he reminds us that when they come to the end of life, most people ask, did I love well? Did I live fully? Did I learn to let go? Spiritual joy comes not from chasing for more of being busy, busy, busy. It comes from pausing to listen to our inner calm. And so this morning, as we go into this little prayer, if you want, just close your eyes and take a deep, deep breath. It is joyful being here, knowing that we are supported, knowing that we come home. We are home. And this place, with its very high, high energy, we know that God resides here within each one of us, and the energy here is so high. And we come back every week because we know we will be fed spiritually. We know today that the energy is high. We know that the message from Ken will be wonderful and uplifting. The music is beautiful and uplifting. The camaraderie and the friendship is so special. Everything is special. The food is special. Everyone here adds to that perfection, adds to that feeling of coming home. Dear God, thank you so much for this life, for this place, and for our connection with you. And so it is. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Lizzie. That was beautiful. Felt so good. So, Waterfall, Shauna and Greg. Help me welcome them. Goodness.
Thank you, Liz. That was beautiful. I just love this place. I love how Dan opens with a beautiful chant. I love how we embrace all faiths here. And I love this song. Because we are going through so many changes. And I think this is an appropriate standard for the day. It's called Everything Must Change. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. Everyone will change. No one stays the same. The young become the old, and mysteries do unfold, 'cause that's the way of time. No one goes unchanged. There are not many things in life one can be sure of, except rain comes from the clouds, sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds do fly. And winter turns to spring. A wounded heart will heal, but never much too soon. Yes, everything must change. The young become the old, and mysteries do unfold, 'cause that's the way of time. No one goes unchanged. There are not many things in life one can be sure of, except rain comes from the clouds, sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds do fly. Rain comes from the clouds, and sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds do fly. Rain comes from the clouds, sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds do
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was absolutely perfect. I don't know that I like the young become the old, but I'm a young one becoming old later on. Okay, our theme this month has been and is ancestral wisdom, new thought. And our topic today, the way it works. And our speaker of the day is our wonderful Ken Fales, our operations manager and our spiritual leader. Yay! Ken.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Man, look at this crowd. I feel like, gosh, I wish I would have prepared something. Oh, my goodness. All right. Look at that. I just want to... Hi, everybody. Listen. I love that you heard within you, let's go to CSL Bakersfield, and you did it. I love that. Way to set that intention. Way to set something up for this new year, right? Turn a new page. Come in. I hope you join us every week because there is a lot going on here. And we got a barn burner today. I was kidding. I really am prepared. Good. Yeah, so here's what we're doing in January. We're doing what we always do, right? We go through the first 4 sections of the introduction to the science of mind. And just because there's a fair amount of new faces, I'm going to say. So here at Centers for Spiritual Living, this was sort of set up by Ernest Holmes, who wrote this text called Science of Mind. Now, we don't worship Ernest Holmes, we don't worship this text, but we very much revere this man who was divinely guided and no doubt a way shower. And this is an incredible philosophy. And today we're going to talk about the way it works, which means putting it into action, which means it no longer becomes a philosophy, it becomes an experience. And when it becomes an experience, it becomes a knowing. And it changes your life, and it's incredible. And guess that's why you're here, all right? Something within you knew you were going to hear truth today, and you are. So I am Ken Fales, the operations manager, spiritual leader, whatever that means, here at CSL Bakersfield. Hi, everybody online. First thing I want to say, I don't see Brooke Lopez, so I'm going to say, hi, Brooke. Is she in the children's? So she's going to watch this at some point, and what I want to say is she is our volunteer of the month for December. And Brooke comes in on her own free time, and she cleans this center, and do you know what she asks for it? Nothing. She asks for nothing. She just wants to be of service, and we are so grateful for that kind of giving, that kind of service. It is just beautiful. And so, one more time, thank you, Brooke Lopez. We love you so much. We love you so much. So, last week we talked about, how you doing, buddy? Last week we talked about the thing itself. This is a name that Ernest Holmes gives to God, and I just briefly want to touch on that because we sort of segued real quick into the way it works last week, and I want to back the car up a little bit, boop, boop, and talk about God a little bit. So in our philosophy, God is not a man or a woman or any gendered being that is in the heavens directing traffic. Right? It's okay if you feel good thinking of God as father or mother. There's nothing wrong with that. That's great. Have your relationship, right? Sometimes I like to talk to God like, hey, buddy. But I understand that God is beyond words, but God is like an energy. God is a truth. God is an isness. God is all that is, right? So God is the wind. God is the rain. God is the ground that we walk on and the sky above our heads. God is in every single one of us, not just in us. God is us, right? Flowing through us, as us, each one. And to the degree that we realize that, we express that. And so it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, all right? So I just wanted to get that. Let's get that on the table, all right? God is everywhere. You're sitting on God right now, on top of carpet that is God, in this beautiful sanctuary that is God. listening to God and being God. It's incredible. I mean, listening to God. I feel like maybe I went too far. Slow down, Ken. But seriously, what other mind is there than the one mind? So, we're talking about the way it works, right? Which is, Ernest Holmes says, there's a power for good in the universe, and you can use it. And so we're going to get into the way it works, and we're really, over the next 3 weeks, going to be talking about this more and more on a deeper and deeper level, the way it works. Basically, how you can use this power that you are. It's so great. So let's get into it. I'm going to do a lot of quoting today because Ernest Holmes really says it pretty well. So let's get started. We'll start with yellow quote. I have all my little colored tabs, and that's my note here is yellow quote. The science of mind is not a special revelation of any individual. It is rather the culmination of all revelations. We take the good wherever we find it, making it our own insofar as we understand it. And you have heard that we accept all faiths. And you can see behind us some of the symbols of the different faiths and this sort of thing. And we are open to the teachings of wisdom throughout all of human history. So this is what he's talking about. He says, the realization that good with a capital G is universal. And that is, I'm not here if someone calls, that good is universal, and that as much good as any individual is able to incorporate in their life is theirs to use. That is what constitutes the science of mind and spirit. So one more time, as much good as any individual is able to incorporate in their life is theirs to use. This is what constitutes the science of mind and spirit. We have discussed the nature of the thing itself as being universal energy, mind, intelligence, spirit, finding conscious and individualized centers of expression through us. And that our intelligence is this universal mind, functioning at the level of our concept of it. This is the essence of the whole teaching. So just basically, Ernest just recapped what we opened up saying. God is all that is. It expresses through us. And to the degree that we realize it, we understand it. We are expressions of God. So everything that has energy, which is everything, is God expressing in physical form. We know God to the extent that we express God. Ernest Holmes says, we shall find a better God when we have arrived at a higher standard for ourselves. If God is to interpret itself to us, it must interpret itself through us. So the way that we know God outside of belief is to experience God. And we cannot experience kidding. We cannot experience God beyond what we can experience. We cannot know God beyond what we are open to knowing. And so the more we open ourselves to God, the more we open ourselves to that experience, the more we settle into stillness and allow intuition to come through us and allow us to operate as love, as peace, as joy, as compassion to our brothers and sisters, to anybody on the spectrum, anybody. The more we can do that, the more we embrace one another, the more we embrace ourselves, the more we forgive, the more we let go of grievance, the more we understand and experience the one. And the more we experience the one, the more we know, right? There's things we know, like rain comes from the sky and hummingbirds fly, birds fly. We know that because we've seen it. We've experienced it. We know that because we've experienced it, right? You really can't know anything for sure unless you've experienced it, right? I mean, you know Mexico's down there without having gone. You've seen it on the map. At least you think you know. You might drive down there and it's not there. It is. But, but for the most part, right, you need to experience something to really know it. And when we experience joy, this laughter that just came through, that you felt, that joy that welled up and that good feeling of laughter, that's God that welled up in you. And you just experienced part of the joy of the one. So as we experience it, we know it. And it feels so good. So good. So Ernest Holmes tells us we are free, which we must be free. Right? We give labels to God like God is love because we need to put it into words that we can use and sort of understand. And this love is for a time beyond our understanding, but it is not beyond our ability to experience what that love is. The peace that passeth human understanding is not beyond our ability to understand. If we experience that peace, we will understand it and we can know it. So to fully love us, to unconditionally love us, God must allow us to be free. We must be free. We have to be. And so we are free and we are powerful because we are this thing. We are this thing. So we're free and we're powerful, but we're unaware of how free and how powerful, because you know what happens. We're born into this world and we have people telling us stories that aren't true about ourselves, and we develop this thing called an ego, which is an identity with our own thinking and a preoccupation with the past and what has happened in the past. We look at it and we say, well, that must be the way it is. And everybody else agrees. Everybody else agrees with these rules, with this egoic belief, and we develop this ego, right? So the ego. I'm just going to go off on little tangents here. The ego is constantly afraid because it doesn't want to be found out. Right? So if the ego is constantly afraid, there is a low level of anxiety in us at all times. We become somewhat distant from what we truly are. We believe ourselves to be separate from what it is that we truly are when we are not. And so we're experiencing the world in a way that it really isn't. The world is heaven on earth right here and right now. But we sometimes, because we don't know how free we are, we don't know how powerful we are, we don't experience that. Let me just get back to Ernest Holmes' quote. I've interrupted him about 7 times. He says, "We are free and we are powerful, but we are unaware of how free and how powerful. So we have misused our power to create the conditions from which we suffer." The power by which we created those conditions is the power by which we can free ourselves from those conditions. I mean, hallelujah, right? The power by which we created those conditions, we have it. It's ours. We created it. It's the same power we can use to free ourselves. It's up to us. We don't have to beg for it. We don't have to look for it. It's right here. We already have that power. How exciting is that? I mean, how empowering is that? I love it. This is taught in the words, "It is done unto you as you believe." So the thing itself, it works for us by working through us. Right? God is not something up there directing traffic and saying, "You're going to get sick. Now you're going to get sick and you're going to get well, and this is when you're going to be born, and this is when you're going to die, and you're going to win the lottery, and you're not. And this is not how it works. This is a universe of cause and effect, and God simply is. It simply is. And it's for us because it is us. There's only one thing, and it's God. Of course it's for us. What else would it be for? There's nothing else to be for. There's not two teams. I'd make a Rams joke right now, but Michael's already left. So let's move on to the green quote. If we say we can only experience a little good, then we shall experience but a little good. But if we say with Emerson, that's Ralph Waldo, he's my man, quote, there is no great and no small to the soul that maketh all, unquote, then we may experience a greater good because we have conceived it. We can experience a greater good if we can conceive it. Therefore, our belief sets the limit to our demonstration of a principle which itself is without limit. Our belief sets the limit to a principle which has no limits. It's ready to fill everything because it's infinite. So it is not a question of its willingness or its ability. It is entirely a question of our own receptivity. And I don't want you to get into the idea that, well, then I should be ashamed. I should feel bad about myself because I don't have enough receptivity. You will little by little begin to experience. I know you've had this experience in your life already, that you experience this one. And as you experience this one, you think and conceive of more. And then you experience more. And then you conceive of more. And then you experience more. It's just a journey down the path of more and more and more and more. All right, so getting on our own case and saying, I should be doing better, it's just like pushing the brake. Don't ride that brake. It's costly. You're going to have to go get your brakes fixed all the time. Nobody wants it. It's, those pads will last a long time. Let's just fly down that road of more and more and more. And if I make mistakes, great, I made mistakes, whatever. It's fine. Because we learn from making mistakes, right? We have to. We do. I know we do. I don't see any heads nodding, but we do. Hold on. No. Yeah, no. Well, I do. I'm making mistakes right and left. I don't know about you guys, but I'm making mistakes right and left. But I'm learning so much. All these mistakes I make. So, blue quote. We are thinking, you see, yellow first, then green. What does yellow and green make? Blue. I'm not kidding you. This is what I'm a crazy person. Okay, blue quote. We are thinking, willing, knowing, conscious centers of life. We are surrounded by, immersed in, and there is flowing through us a creative something. Call it what you will. God, the universe, love, Daryl, call it what you will. The sum total of all our thought, this is important here, the sum total of all our thought, will, purpose, and belief creates a tendency in this law that causes it to react to us according to the sum total of that belief. If then certain specific ways of thought and belief have produced limitations, other beliefs will change them. We must learn to believe. The approach should be direct, and it should be specific. And later on, I think in week 3, maybe 4, we're going to get into actual scientific mind treatment, affirmative prayer, and we're going to talk about how that direct approach goes. But I want to cover that just a second longer, the tendency of our thinking, the tendency of our thoughts, which produce our feelings and our beliefs. The tendency is what produces our experience. Which is to say, if you tend to be a very happy person, but you get in a bad mood or something, or you have a bad thought, it's not like, everything's changed, life is terrible now. It is the tendency of your thinking. It is also to say, if you're a little bit of a negative Nancy, and no offense to Nancy's out there, but if you're kind of negative all the time and then you just decide one day you're going to be like, life is good. It takes a little more than just one time. We have to get to life is good, and I know life is good, and I believe life is good, and I'm going to act on the fact that I know life is good. And when we get to that depth, we are going to see, we're going to see it. Sometimes can't stop talking, and then I run out of breath. We're going to start seeing it in our life, right? So, it's okay. If you have bad days, we have bad days, right? And know that it takes time to turn the boat around. It takes a little time. It takes a little time. And we change our mind, and we see the evidence of it, and that helps us to have a greater faith. And we change our mind, and we have evidence of it, and we have a greater faith. And we change our mind, and we have evidence of it, and we have a greater faith. And it just grows and grows and grows. Right? It's like watching plants grow, and they shoot out here, and there's more leaves. And the more leaves, the more sun. The more leaves, the more sun, the more leaves. It's exponential, isn't it, Steve? Steve's our gardener. It's exponential, and pretty soon you're like, I got to cut that thing back. This is ridiculous. But not us. We don't have to cut it back. We can just grow, infinitely grow. You need eventually you need a 12-foot ladder, right? To just even comb your hair in the morning, because you're like, I am just growing like a weed. So when we talk about this, we talk about, in Science Mind, we talk a lot about planting seeds and things, and we're going to get into that as well next week. But when we plant tomato seeds, we expect tomatoes to grow. We are certain that if we plant the seeds in good soil, add water, they will sprout. We're just certain of that, right? Just the same as we're certain as if I pick up a rock and I toss it up in the air, it's going to come back down. We're certain of it. We have a knowing within ourselves that that is what's going to happen because of the laws of nature. This is how we need to be with the law of creativity, a certainty that when we speak our word, this is what we are going to see in the world. When I say life is good, I will see life is good, and I am certain of it. And the way to get to that certainty is to start. And little by little by little, your faith grows, your experience grows, and then it becomes a thing like, I've seen this, I know it's true. It's not a belief anymore. It's beyond faith. It's a knowing. I know it's true, right? And God isn't Santa. God isn't keeping a list and checking it twice, and there's a good list and a bad list, and if you're naughty, you're crossed off the list or that sort of thing. Has nothing to do with deserving, has nothing to do with worthiness. It's impersonal in that way, and I know maybe that can feel like sort of a bummer that God's not like, I really like you, Kevin. It's just not that way. If your name is Kevin, God does really like you, but still, it likes everyone. Loves everyone equal. It's all good. Everyone is worthy. This thing that we can use, we all have it. And if you say, I'm going to experience abundance in my life, God's not going to say, well, I've been watching, you've been doing okay, so you can have a little abundance. That's not how it works. If you believe that you can be infinitely abundant, you can be infinitely abundant. You will see it, you will experience it, and so it is. I set out extra chairs this morning, and look what happened. Look at you all. Come on. Oh, love it. Next one is a red quote because I thought blue, then red, and if I have a quote after that, it's going to be purple. That's right. I don't. Red quote, last quote. So, red quote. We must instill into the mind the foundational or the fundamental proposition that good is without bounds. Only good and loving kindness shall follow me all the days of my life. Only good. And this is a choice. This is a choice to decide that things are going to be good. Right? Just the same as it's a choice if you wake up and you're like, life sucks. It's a choice. That's a choice. I turned on the news today and everything's terrible. You're watching the wrong news. The news I watch is all about what is happening that is good in the world. And there is so much of it. There is so much good that's going on in the world. And it sounds so different than what we hear on your typical newscast, where we wake up and we're like, I can't wait to see what crap has happened so I can get online and blah, 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 blah. Just stop. Just stop. Quit it. It's not good for your mind. This is people who don't know who they are, which is typically most of us. And there's a level of anxiety that we feed into, and we need proof that things are terrible and we better take care of ourselves. So we go out and we look at the news and we confirm it, and we get on Facebook and we put it out there, and other people say, yeah, me too, I'm sick of this. And then we're like, yeah, great. 17 people like my post. That makes me feel so good because I'm getting validation. We don't need that kind of validation. We don't need it. We really don't. And I am here to tell you the way to change the world is to change yourself. This is the way to change the world. So, back to Ernest Holmes. We must get this concept rather than continuing to think there is a power of evil as opposed to the power of good. We experience good and evil because we perceive a presence of duality rather than unity. There is only unity, but we perceive a presence of duality because we are identified with our thoughts. We think we are separate from God. This is me and not Ernest Holmes now. We think we are separate from God. We're dealing with this egoic thing. We believe there is a duality in the world, and so we experience a duality in the world. And the way to stop that is to just be aware of it. Just be aware. When you catch yourself starting to think in these negative terms, you don't have to beat yourself up. You don't have to do anything but say, I see you. I see you, ego. I see these thoughts. I am not these thoughts. I am the awareness that is aware of these thoughts. And the power behind those thoughts, it turns into the nothingness from which it came. And you do that again and again and again and again, and pretty soon those thoughts come up and you're like, I'm on to you. And pretty soon those thoughts are coming up less and less and less. And when those thoughts are coming up less and less and less, truth wells up within you because it is what you are. And so the thoughts that come into your mind is, what a beautiful day this is. Look at the sunlight coming in. Look at these beautiful faces. I am so happy to be alive. I am so happy to have this body. What a joy this is. I'm so grateful. Life is good. Look at me just bend right down and get that pen. I'm not always going to be able to do that. I celebrate that right now. That's great. Give me 20 years, I'll be like, but not today, not today. Oh, sorry, give me, right. That's right, give me 65 years, and when I am 115, it might be difficult to pick up a pen. It might not be. Stick around and see. I'll be on, quote, purple by then. All right. It says, knowing the thing can work for us only through us, let us begin to accept today more good than we experienced yesterday, and to know that we shall reap a harvest of fulfilled desires. Let us begin to accept today more good than we experienced yesterday. Let us begin to accept today more good than yesterday. I will say this as many times as Spirit tells me to. Let us begin to accept today more good than we had yesterday. Let us begin to accept today more good than Spirit than we had yesterday. Let us begin to accept today more good than we had yesterday. Yes, let us begin to accept today more good than we had yesterday. Today, let's do it. Today, let's do it. Right here, right now, let's begin to accept more good than we had yesterday. And you know what we're going to do tomorrow? We're going to accept more good than we had today. Again and again and again, let us accept more good than we had yesterday. And we're going to experience more good than we had yesterday. Whew. I told you you made the right choice coming in today. Yeah, come on. Woo! There is a power for good in the universe, and you can use it. Let us experience more good today than we did yesterday. Will you close your eyes with me? Let's go into prayer. There is one power. There is one life. There is one thing itself, and it is in me. It is through me. It is as me. And this is the truth for each one. This is the truth for each one here. This is the truth for each one there. There is one life and one power, and it works for us by working through us. And so I know that we take a moment to be still, to be grateful, to observe, and allow this one to express through us. And we experience the free and full expression of the divine life today, better than yesterday, today, better than yesterday, always better, because all good is right here, right now. And we just embrace that. We love it. We say, thank you, Father, Mother, God. Thank you. The truth is true. God is, and I am. And so we just let it go, knowing that it is so. And we say, and so it is. Come on. Thank you.
Amazing. He is a professor at a university, so we get his education and his truth for this philosophy. It's amazing, Ken. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yay. Whew. Okay. Special music, waterfall again. Welcome.
was great, Ken. I love how real you are. I love how you acknowledge mistakes that we all make. Oh, I forgot my last one. Wait a minute, I have an extra. Excuse me, but my little, I found it. Before I start, I would also like to acknowledge my sweetheart up here, Greg Stanley. I wouldn't be here without him. He brings in all this equipment, he tears it down, he puts it up, he tears it down, he takes it home, and I'm so thankful for you, honey. And one of the other things he does for me every morning is he opens up the curtains in our bedroom and inspired me to write this song. This is how I tune in to God every day, is I recognize that I'm alive and I'm breathing. This is called Breathe. It's an original. 1, 2, 3, 4, and... Oh, yeah. Every morning I wake up and I look outside my window at the sunlight in the trees, and I'm so thankful. Oh, yeah. I'm thankful I can breathe. Every day I feel a sense of wonder, in love with everyone I see, 'cause I'm so thankful. Oh, yeah, I'm thankful I can breathe. I reach my arms to the sky, so thankful I'm alive. I breathe in love, I breathe in light, and feel like I can fly. Oh, yeah, 'cause I can breathe. 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 Inhale, everybody. Breathe. Breathe. I can breathe. Every morning I wake up and I look outside my window at the sunlight in the trees, and I'm so thankful. Oh, yeah, I'm thankful I can breathe. 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 Breathe. Thank you. Wow. Wow, today is good. Tomorrow's going to be even better. Woo.
Thank you, Shauna and Greg. You guys are amazing also. So this is our time for conscious giving. And we have our affirmation on the screen. And we've been saying this same affirmation for a long, long time. Look at it and read it like you've never seen it before. This is a new day. So together, today I give in love and joy from the overflow of abundance in my life. My gift goes forward to bless and uplift, fulfilling the purpose of our spiritual community. Lives are transformed. I am grateful, and so it is. And thank you. Thank you, Dean Drury and Kyle Williams, for collecting our gifts. For those online, we have lots of ways to give. I personally auto-tithe, so that's a good way to give also. So thank you for your gifts. And now we have Dan Sharman again for a congregational song. Do we want to stand? Yes.
All right. We're going to be singing Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, yay.
Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, 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 peace inside my mind, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my mind, God and only God I live to see. Peace inside my mind, God and only God is moving me. Peace inside my mind, God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, 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 Om. Oh gosh.
We have refreshments provided by Steve and Vicki Murray. Thank you so much. Everybody is welcome to join us out the doors and up into the fellowship hall for food and fellowship. And brownies provided by Marnie. I saw her bring them in. Yay, Marnie. Brownies, yay. And be sure. Say what? Chicken pot pie. Murray Family Farms chicken pot pie. Vicki Murray chicken pot pie. Yay, that sounds wonderful. Liz Martinez, Nico Grayson, and myself will be available for prayer after. Please join us. We have our purple stoles on. Thank you. So now let's just circle around and hold our hands up to each other. We're going to say some affirmations to each other. So just let's make a big circle around the sanctuary. A big, big circle. So we're going to hold our hands up and just be careful there. So good to see you. Okay, find somebody and make that connection and say after me, I know who you truly are. I know who you truly are. You are a unique way that Spirit is expressing. You are a unique way that Spirit is expressing. I love you. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank God for you. Welcome home. Great. Now let's just join hands as we sing the peace song. Yeah, I'm coming.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, There is peace on earth, the peace I was meant to be. With God as our power, family all are we. Yes, we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, yes, this is my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins